Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. It seems like I've never left. I never left. But no, I am back on YouTube. At least this main channel is back. So I know most of you guys knew that already. But let's talk about it, and let's talk about Bitcoin and what to expect for the remaining of this week. Let's do this. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The market bell just rung. Man, it seems like it's been a eternity since I'm back, but it was really just one day. So first of all, let me address this. Shortly after my stream yesterday, morning stream, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes afterwards, I decided to check my views, and I noticed I couldn't log in, and then I double-checked on my desktop and realized I got banned somehow. And then I went to my email and saw this. YouTube sent me this saying that my content had severe and repeated violations of harmful and dangerous policy. Because of this, we have removed your channel from YouTube. No other warning, no strikes, nothing, and it was just taken out, right? But the community came together. You can see this is 500,000 views. Community came together, and everyone from Brian, Elio, Leia, Zombie, Scott, Mind Your Biz, Ben Armstrong, even the Hit Network guys, Crypto Jeb, Tom Crown. I know Tom was very active. Everyone came together and helped me get my channel back. So I'm very, 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 very thankful for that. In fact, I got it back like around 1:30 a.m., something like that. And I even tweeted out, I'm back, right? So this is one of those moments where the whole community has come together despite our differences, even creators that I don't talk to. You know, everyone came together and helped me get my channel back. So if this ever happens to anyone else in the future, I will be for sure helping them get the attention that they need to get their account back. So I'm very, very thankful for everyone that has helped make this happen. Now, so I just want to start out with that. I mean, it was only one day. I've heard other people wait for days or weeks, so this was relatively quick. I only missed one stream, but I really didn't because I had another video up. I had my clips up, and I had my other video up on I Am George, which a lot of you guys have watched, right? So I kind of said a few things, but I did want to address this because this did not sit well with me. I did also tweet this out, over 123,000 views. As you guys know, I Trust Capital was one of my main channel sponsors, right? And, I couldn't believe that just hours, I get business is business, but hours after Daniel Martin found out that I lost my channel, he immediately said, we're suspending things. And you're not going to get anything until you fulfill your end of the bargain. I mean, this is hours, okay? Not even a day, not even a week, not even end of month, right? So I've decided I don't want to work with partners like this. So I'm no longer working with I Trust Capital. I removed their link. I removed their logo. You're not going to see me work with I Trust Capital anymore, okay? I just want to address that because that's one of the things I said yesterday in my other video. It's like, when you're working with someone, especially a company that you've been with for 2-3 years, right? You kind of expect, I don't know, you kind of expect a little more, even though it's business. I don't know. That still threw me off guard, so I just want to let you guys know that. All right, with all that said, we could talk more about it in Q&A. What was the reason that, YouTube gave in terms of getting my account reinstated? Was there anything that they found? Anything like that? No. They just said it was reinstated. That's it. But I'm not going to argue. I got it back. Well, I am live streaming now. Hopefully this is working. Live streaming on both Twitter and YouTube just to kind of protect myself. A lot of people said I should live stream on Rumble too. I may do that again. I used to do that. So we'll see. But right now I'm going to try X. All right. Let's move forward. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still doing well. 28.5. That has not changed from yesterday. Again, it seems like it's been so long. Like I've been off air for like a week. But no, it's only been one day. So far, so good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin did not lose any momentum at all. But today, everyone is waiting for Fed Chair Powell to talk. He will be talking this afternoon, and people want confirmation. Are we going to get another rate hike, or that's it, but we're just going to stay elevated for a while, right? People are hoping he gives some clarity this afternoon. This also happened today. The jobless claims came in lower than expected. That means a lot of people are still finding jobs. That's good, but that's not good. That's the reason why I believe right now it's kind of like even a red, because whenever people see good economic data, they equate that to another rate hike, right? So Powell's, I guess, speech this afternoon is a very telling, into his insight on what he wants to do. Or he could just stay very quiet, not indicate either way. Or maybe he does. He's like, yeah, a lot of my Fed governors think that we need a rate hike, and I tend to think we need a rate hike. If he goes like that, then of course we'll go get one, right? Tesla's today is getting brutally killed. Yesterday they were down 4%, down 6% today, because they also reported pretty bad forecast for Q3 and Q4. All right, now moving on from macro stuff and Powell. What about Bitcoin? I just got done talking about Bitcoin is still strong as ever. You got Morgan Stanley saying that there are signs that are pointing to an imminent bullish turn in the crypto market. I think that BlackRock, the fake out, kind of jump-started things a little bit, because now people know what it's really going to be like when we get a spot Bitcoin ETF approval, right? So that's why, even though that news from Cointelegraph was fake, we still bumped upwards, and we'll go build up from here, right? Here's an interesting chart showing the price of Bitcoin at the last three halving events. You had the first one being at $12, which was amazing if you think about it, because beforehand it was pennies, right? The second one going from 12 to 648. And then the one after that, just as impressive, 648 to 8,572. What will Bitcoin be at this halving cycle? See, if you're looking at it this way, it's so impressive, right? It's very, very impressive. Even going from the second to the third halving was more than 10x. Even if this time around we get a 5x, even a 5x would put Bitcoin at 50,000 this halving event. There has to be diminishing returns, obviously, because it can't be going up 10x every single time. But imagine that. I mean, if you're looking at it this way, right, people are still kind of depressed about Bitcoin at 28,000. I'm like, if you think about it, by the time we get a halving event, Bitcoin could be at 40,000, 50,000, right? Probably not an all-time high, although some people think it can be. But just think about it. Even at a 5x from the last halving event, we're still at like $50,000 or 60,000. That would be very, very impressive already. But maybe some of these guys are right. Some people have called it 130,000 by the halving event. We will see. We will see. But, that just shows you this is how Bitcoin moves, despite the macro stuff. The macro stuff and micro stuff, the events that cause short-term volatility, it doesn't really matter on the grand scheme of things. Bitcoin just continues to move forward and get bigger and stronger. You know why? Because long-term investors, the hodlers, the people that continue to accumulate DCA, they continue to do so because they don't care. Long-term investors now hold a new record 76.2% of all Bitcoin. This is the highest ever recorded in Bitcoin's history, even higher than the peak of 2015, 2016. Okay, think about that. There's a lot more Bitcoin in existence right now versus before, yet you have long-term holders holding more of the supply now than ever before in Bitcoin's history. That's why Bitcoin continues to go up, continues to get stronger every single cycle, and never, ever changes. That's why. Supply keeps diminishing, demand keeps going up. It's really that simple. Forbes is predicting BlackRock and JP Morgan, they will drive the next bull run. I don't know about the JP Morgan part. BlackRock for sure because it's spot Bitcoin ETF. JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon is still very negative. So I don't know about why JP Morgan, but I do think that institutions will definitely play a big role in this cycle, in the cycle top. And that could be a good thing. We're talking about trillions upon trillions upon trillions coming into the space, right? Led by the likes of BlackRock and Fidelity and Vanguard and even Grayscale and others. Okay, here, this is a really interesting one. This is a November chart. Basically, this person equated like the same times every November throughout the cycles, basically show either like a midpoint, right, or a bottom or a top. So we're following what has happened before, right? We'll get to that midpoint, like somewhere around the midpoint mark of maybe $60,000 by November of next year. And then we get to the top the November after that in 2025. Okay, but what about this November? It's kind of somewhere in the middle, right? So this is looking at the same day, basically November 28th, throughout all the years, and you could see. So basically, if we're following this, then we got between next month and a full year to get back up to about $60,000. So it's gonna be slow trending, right? And then afterwards, we form that parabolic top, which could be around $200,000, which is a full year after that, right? Quite interesting. We'll see if it happens this time, right? Here's another one showing downtrend, accumulation, and uptrend. That's where we are. That's where we are. History for Bitcoin may not repeat, but it tends to rhyme exactly the same way over and over and over and over and over again. Oh, and by the way, speaking of long-term holders holding 76.2% of the supply, right now those long-term holders are accumulating 50,000 Bitcoins, okay, per month. Long-term holders are accumulating 1.35 billion per month. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's why I'm saying supply is going down and demand is going up, okay? This is the reason. You can't make it more clear than that. You don't need a lot of lines. You don't need a lot of fancy fractals to tell you Bitcoin's going to go higher when so much of it is being bought and held. It just really comes down to that. It's just logic. You put two and two together, right? And a lot of people are noticing some of the things that have happened so far this year, even though we're not at the end of the year yet. We're getting pretty close. But man, some of the things that happened this year, Bitcoin, went through its very first recession, didn't crash to zero like some people thought, right? You have all-time high of supply being held, all-time high for hash rate, right? You have institutions coming in. You just have amazing fundamentals for Bitcoin. Never ever in a bear market or a down market. That just doesn't happen. But we're at like all-time highs for everything. And that's just incredible. Outside of Bitcoin, you know, of course, there's other crypto in the space that are doing well, and other banks and financial institutions getting involved. You got Standard Chartered. Their CEO is incredibly bullish on Bitcoin and Web 3.0. The exact opposite stance of Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan. Seriously, Standard Chartered, if you listen to their CEO, so bullish. So they're going to launch their crypto custody service in Dubai. And I'm pretty sure they're going to launch this everywhere because, like I said, they're really bullish. And that's good. It's good to see, you know, others basically embrace Bitcoin and self-custody and utilizing the ledger for transfers and settlements, right? Those are all great things. New innovations that will only get stronger over time. You got Lightning Labs that's also minting real-world assets and stable coins on Bitcoin. That already happened, but there's more and more that's doing so. So that's also something completely new that we've never ever seen for Bitcoin before. So that is also amazing. All right, oops, I already showed these. All right, that's it. That's it. We got a lot of goodness happening in this space, guys. I am back, and I will continue to educate you guys and force you guys to understand that this is the future, and we should not be giving up ever. All right, let's do Q&A. I'm looking at because I'm live streaming. There's 58 viewers on X and 3,500 here on YouTube. Most of you guys like to watch me on YouTube. All right, let's see if I missed anything. Scrolling up, I saw a lot of people join today as a member. I appreciate your support. I see some of this. I can't see. I am Beholder. I see you. Bro, good to see you back. Thank you. Noah says, Noah joined again. I remember you, Noah. Thank you. Let's see here. Martin joined. Thank you. I think that's you say, Martin. The silent J. All right. Someone was saying, I was suffering George withdrawal yesterday. I only missed one. It seemed like I was gone for a long time, but I only missed one. You know, some people have pointed out yesterday, like, you know, why are you panicking? You know, just take a break. Who cares if you miss a week? You know, go on vacation. And that's true. But, you know, it's like so ingrained into my life, like as a routine, that I have to stream. And I do enjoy streaming, you know. So when I'm not able to, it kind of like, you know, screws me up. So it's kind of like that. Tales from Crypto, welcome. Thank you for that. No, I trust it. Oh, yeah, I got to get rid of that. I do have the sponsorship thing I got to remove. Let me remove that real quick. Yeah, I know a lot of people, a lot of people blame Rand, and I kind of indicated that way. I take that back. I don't think Rand had anything to do with my ban. I don't know. He did reach out to me several times, okay? And he said it was just friendly banter when he claimed I was copying him and his Plus channel. And I went on a rant about it yesterday. You know what? I'm just going to leave it as it is, okay? He did reach out to me. I don't know if he is the cause or one of his fans was. I don't know. Or it could be a coincidence. I really don't know. YouTube didn't tell me what reason for the ban. But I am very glad that, the whole community came together and showed their support despite our differences, right? That was very humbling, very, very humbling experience, and that's awesome. That's when you have a strong community like that, it's really hard to stop it, right? And that's kind of like the Bitcoin community. You can't stop the Bitcoin community. Kramer asked, are you sorry that you made a frustration video yesterday? No. Why? I said my piece. There's nothing wrong with what I said. Performance fuel injection. I trust no one, especially Rand. All right. Owen, I appreciate you. I do. Here's a question. Which area do you think that there's more potential upside for the Cardano ecosystem to expand their presence in DeFi, NFTs, or gaming? I don't know. I think they already have a decent NFT ecosystem. They don't have any gaming. I don't know if gaming is really going to drive them this cycle. I think it's DeFi. I think DeFi definitely helps chains get stronger. So I would say it's DeFi. I should live stream to Rumble too, just in case. I used to do that, but it's such a pain to set up Rumble. Like, to set up a stream on YouTube at X is actually quite easy, but setting it up on Rumble is extremely difficult. Yeah. I'm not going to mention the other person that I mentioned yesterday several times. I think you guys know who I'm referring to, but I'm just going to let it be. She knows how I feel. Most of you guys let her know how I feel and how you feel, so enough is enough. I'm back. I'm just going to focus moving forward with this channel, with the Clips channel, with CRU Plus. There's another video coming out, CRU Plus, soon. And the IFC. I have so much that I'm working on. And yesterday I kind of had to take a break on everything because, trying to figure out how to get my channel back. And I did. So now that I have it back, I got to focus on bigger and better things for you guys. Why not stop promoting fights, George? I don't know why you have a problem with it. I guess I just don't know. These guys, no one is being forced into fighting. They want to prove themselves. They have been fighting for a long time. I know this big game maker, their CEO, he's been doing kickboxing for a long time, and he wants to try it out. He wants to test himself. Someone else I talked to said this is kind of like a bucket list thing, to be able to fight in the ring. A lot of these guys want to prove themselves, right? A lot of people don't, and that's fine. It's not like people are going to start, I don't know. People are not just going to randomly start fighting. But yeah, I think I'm still going to move forward with IFC. I still think it's a good idea. Dark Noggin, I haven't followed you in over a year. How come you lost your channel? I don't know. I don't know. I was given a generic excuse, and then I got it back. What is the legal aspect of IFL? It's IFC, by the way. If I said IFL, I'm mistaking IFC. Karate Combat handles all that. It'll be the same kind of license, disclosures, waivers, and insurance that they provide to all their fighters. So, yeah, they've been doing this for a long time. So, I'm glad people are still tuning in today. Amazing. 3,500 people watching me right now. I really appreciate the support, guys. It kind of, kind of humbles me, sort of, to know that there's so many of you guys, out there. Hundreds of thousands of you guys watching me worldwide, right? It does humble me. I don't mean sort of. I don't know why I said that. It does humble me. And it does humble me that the entire space, I don't have a huge presence on Twitter, but everyone was chiming in. Everyone is showing support. So very, very humbling experience. And overall, it kind of proves how strong the crypto community is. And we are not going away, right? Despite crypto community, especially crypto influencers, have a really bad name among other influencers. Like if you're talking crypto to non-crypto guys, they all think everyone is a scammer, and it's really unfortunate. And I'm sure YouTube thinks that too. I've talked to people before and worked in YouTube. They're not surprised if you run a crypto channel, you get banned. Like, let's just put it that way. I'm like, wow, I mean, you shouldn't have that stance. Like, but yeah, unfortunately, there's a very big negative connotation. First of all, being in cryptos, and worse, being a crypto influencer. TBXHCAZ. Respond to my comments or I'm going to start a thread about you. If you don't believe me, just Google my name and see how much influence I got. I responded to you there, even though it's not due to your threat. A lot of people are chiming in like, where did George go? You guys didn't even notice I got banned because I came back in a single day. But I did. I should remove this because it's still building up. So Team YouTube probably is sick of seeing the responses. I was banned because of XRP video. They wanted to suppress it. Maybe. Litecoin behind the ban? Hopefully not. I don't think it's a Litecoin, guys. I removed the I trust link. Maybe I'm pretty sure I removed it. Just refresh. You should not see it anywhere. And I will be removing it everywhere. That didn't sit well with me. Well, Coin Talk. Hey, no, I saw you were DMing me, but I couldn't respond to you since I'm live streaming. But I will after this. Thank you for your support, though. It was Gary Gensler. Yesterday was his birthday. How funny would it be if that was actually the real reason? If he reached out to YouTube and it's like, hey, I don't like that George guy. He's been talking mad shit about me. How funny would it be if that was really the case? I don't think so. No, you could, Lazaro. I'm not preventing you from sending me super chats, unless it's not turned on. Maybe after I got banned, they removed the ability, and then I have to like turn it on again or something. I don't know. Got 45 people on X. I think X also has like a live chat feature, but I don't see it anywhere. I'm trying to see if I could see the live chat thing. I don't see any live chats. Anyways, it's okay. All right, after this, I'll have to enable super chats again. I do appreciate it, guys. Bot streaming to Rumble, I hear ad revenue is really good. No, I streamed to Rumble before. You get like 1/10 of what you get on YouTube. And Rumble, unfortunately, they don't really have a discovery system. Rumble's great if you have like a huge audience already, so they can watch you, and you know, it doesn't need to really be spread, right? YouTube's discovery system is the best among like streaming platforms outside of TikTok, which is different for short content, short form content. But yeah, I think I should live stream to Rumble again just in case. But it's very difficult to set up Rumble streaming. You have to get this key every time, and then you have to import it into OBS, and this is a hassle. Mike, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I wish there was a decentralized YouTube option, a really good one, but there doesn't seem to be any around. I remember back in the day when I was banned in 2020, DLive was a thing, but DLive was more like a Twitch competitor rather than a YouTube competitor. And Theta.tv, I don't know if they still exist. They are also a Twitch competitor. See, the thing is, all these streaming platforms are trying to imitate Twitch. They don't imitate YouTube. The only one is Rumble. They're not decentralized, but they claim they will never ban anyone, which is good, but their discovery system is just it's just not good. If you search for Bitcoin and Rumble, it's like it shows you things from like a year ago and 6 months ago. But if you just live streamed, like it won't show up. Like it just, the search algorithm really sucks. If they could fix that, if they could make Rumble as good as YouTube in terms of search results and discovery results were good as YouTube, it would be a serious competitor, and many creators will move there. But you just can't get discovered if you go on Rumble. All right, guys, let's conclude. Overall, Bitcoin is still strong and moving forward. That has not changed, even though I left for a day. I got banned for a day. But just take a look at this. Where will Bitcoin be by April in 2024? 50,000, 60,000, 100,000, right? Nothing would surprise me at this point. And again, I want to give a shout out to all the creators that have helped me get my account back, and all of you guys that have stayed with me and showed your support. Really appreciate it. I do. It's a humbling thing, and I, again, thank every one of you guys. So, I'm back, and everything will be the same. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have a good one. Take care.